Welcome in, quick hitters. Well, we got another quick hit spotlight. Johnny Manziel. This is season 1, actually episode 16. So this season is actually about to end, and we're about to move into season 2. Remember, it's 17 episodes in the season, and this is episode 16. So remember that we're about to go to season 2. But yeah, Johnny Manziel is on this spotlight. In a documentary that came out, he actually attempted suicide when he got released by the Browns in 2016. More of this story is that you don't know what goes on in somebody's head, the pressures they got to deal with in everyday life. Johnny Manziel, I think this is a guy who had a lot of pressure coming out of Texas A&M going into the NFL on his draft day. A lot of expectations. He had a lot of hype coming around his name. So I think this guy dealt with a lot of pressure getting cut by the Browns. He had a high upside. A lot of people was talking about him. Great talent. It didn't pan out for him. And I'm just thinking that could have played a big factor in him wanting to attempt suicide. It's a sad story. He actually attempted suicide and said the gun clicked or it jammed at the time he was actually trying to delete himself. So lucky that happened. I mean, the Lord works in mysterious ways. That could have been an opportunity there to give him a second chance at life. Because a guy with a lot of confidence like Johnny Manziel, you would never thought in a million years that a guy like this would even think about, contemplating suicide. So that's just to show you, you don't know what's going on in somebody's life, the pressures that they deal with. I'm pretty sure this guy had a lot of confidence in himself. Thought he might move on and have a hell of an NFL career or at least superstar status. And when he got cut by the Browns, he probably went into depression. Felt a lot of pressure. He didn't live up to expectations. And then it led him to thinking about contemplating suicide. So we're lucky and just glad that he's still here, that the gun jammed or it clicked and he wasn't able to follow through on it. Lucky for him, and most important, luckily for his family. That they still have him here. So it's just a crazy story. We don't get into the article, but yeah, Johnny Manziel, when I heard this story, I was like, wow, man, a guy that had all that promise coming in, and I mean a lot of hype. I remember the Cowboys was thinking about getting him. I mean, Jerry Jones at that time, there was a lot of hype going around where the Cowboys pick him up. He ended up going to the Browns, and I guess it just didn't pan out for him. He just never lived up to, like I said, the high expectations of him coming into the NFL with all that promise and then ultimately getting cut in 2016. So let's get into this article. Johnny Manziel says he attempted suicide after Browns release. In a new documentary, Johnny Manziel says he attempted suicide after the Cleveland Browns cut him in 2016. In Netflix Untold Johnny Football, the 2012 Heisman Trophy winner said following the 2015 season, he began using OxyContin and cocaine daily. According to multiple reports, Manziel also admitted he dropped from 215 pounds in January to 175 in September. Manziel faced a misdemeanor assault charge after being accused of hitting and threatening his then-girlfriend in January 2016. His lawyers reached an agreement with officials to dismiss the charge upon set conditions. The Browns cut Manziel in March 2016. Manziel says in the documentary, according to multiple reports, that he was later diagnosed with bipolar disorder. That he refused to enter rehab, he began self-sabotaging, going on a $5 million bender before attempting to end his life. I had planned to do everything I wanted to do at that point in my life, spend as much money as I possibly could, and then my plan was to take my life. Manziel says in the documentary, according to multiple reports, I wanted to get as bad as humanly possibly to where it made sense, and it made it seem like an excuse and an out for me. Manziel said he had purchased a gun months earlier with a plan to use it and carry out death by suicide, but when he pulled the trigger, the gun malfunctioned. Still to this day, I don't know what happened, but the gun just clicked on me, he says in the documentary, according to multiple reports. Manziel's relationship with his family became strained, in part because he refused to seek treatment. After suicide attempt, he left Los Angeles and returned to his family's home in Texas. It's been a long, long road, and I don't know if it's been great or it's been bad. That's kind of still up for debate. Excuse me there. His father, Paul Manziel, says in the documentary, according to multiple reports, but we're blessed, and he's still with us, and we can mend all the fences still. I think Johnny's got a lot better days coming than what he's had. We'll hear more about it on Untold. Johnny Football is scheduled for release on Netflix on Tuesday. But yeah, unbelievable story. You find this out some years later. What's going on with the psyche in his mind and what happened after he got released by the Browns. But like I say, more to the story is you don't know what's in somebody's head, what they're going through in life. And unfortunately, Johnny Manziel even thought about doing something like this. And pretty sure is scared and had his family worried to death, especially his father. A guy that was confident as he was and was cocky a little bit. But when you have that much talent, you're going to have a little cockiness to you. I don't think it was real bad. I think he just had a lot of hype around him. And people wanted to see fast results, him coming out of college. And that just never materialized. And getting cut was just too much for him to bear. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and express this story, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Is this a story that shocked y'all, or y'all not surprised, or wish his career could have came out for the better instead of for the worst? So I just hope everything's going right with him. He got the right support system around him. He's got his family around him, encouraging him, uplifting him, letting him know the value of life and why they still want him here. I don't know if he has any kids or not, but I'm pretty sure his family want to still see him on this earth doing well and in the right mindset. So like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this story. This Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. And remember, this is season 1. We're about to go to season 2. This is episode 16. We got one more episode left and moving on to season 2. Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for y'all time, and we out of here. Peace.